Hey guys, and welcome to episode 6 of Surg's Skyblock. Oh, that doesn't go there. I've had to change up the way that I've been organizing things just because I'm getting so many different kinds of resources now. So, basically I'm putting the stuff that I can use for crafting right here, and then the stuff that I have to, put together to make ores and whatnot. I'm putting in this chest up top. So, between last episode and this one, I had went and got a little bit of redstone, and you can see that I'm doing a little bit better on the ores here. I basically did like 2 stacks of gravel, 1 stack of sand, and 1 stack of dust. And my cobble gen is still going. So it's doing pretty good. Now, I was thinking, this is still a bit manual for me to get materials. And here, I actually have some stone cooking up. So, let's go ahead and grab this here. And I wouldn't mind a full stack rather than just partial. So let's see if we can get one more. This one's almost. There we go. And what I want to do is I want to make stone bricks. Because I'd like to go ahead and start maybe kind of a house or someplace that I can put machines that I can use. And so I think right here's a good spot for it. So let's go ahead and yeah, I'll just start changing everything up to stone bricks eventually. So let's go ahead and do, say, right out here. This looks like far enough out, so let's do 1, 2, 3, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see that there's plenty of mobs down there. So let's do one more on this side. And then we'll just go out. So let's see, that's 3, 6, we'll go 3 more. Oops. And I don't think I have a pickaxe. Oh, I do have a pickaxe on me. I thought my last one broke. Now, I haven't made any metal tools yet, which is something that I do plan on doing in the future. Just right now, I've been wanting to save my metals, as much as I can. I think we can start going back this way, yeah. Now, because of the fact that we're doing a little bit better on resources, I don't have to worry so much about losing stuff. And eventually I'll probably even put like a basement on here for like power gen and stuff like that. Because that's one of the things that I actually like to do, is I like to do it in a basement kind of area. So I'll let these finish and do that, finish that off. But what I want to do, why do I always do that? What I want to do is go to my mod list here, and I want to go to thermal expansion. So we have a way to generate cobblestone with our igneous extruder. Now what about, instead of having to put it down, the cobblestone, and hammer it to get gravel, what if we have a machine that could do it for us? So let's look at the pulverizer. We have plenty of flint at this point, so I'm just going to need a little bit more in the way of glass. So let's go ahead and at least get that going. And I probably don't need... Yeah, let's get 16. We'll get 16 glass. and I'll just go ahead and lay these out like that. Now, eventually it'd be nice to have like an iron hammer, or who knows, even a thaumium hammer would be really cool. So, actually, eventually I won't even need hammers, except for there are some recipes that you would still want a hammer for, mainly Thaumcraft. But I'm not going to spoil that. We'll worry about that when we get to it. So plenty more sand. There we go. So we should be able to just go ahead and cook this up. And I'm just going to throw it in there. And I'll take and throw the rest of this in here, and we'll grab a little bit more in the way of charcoal. And this probably doesn't need as much. So while this glass is cooking up, let's look at the other parts that we need for our pulverizer. So we're going to need a piston. So I'm going to need a little bit of wood. Let's go ahead and grab, that should work. And I am going to need some more cobble. We'll just grab half a stack. And a piece of redstone and an iron ingot. So we have our piston. We're also going to need redstone reception coil, so gold, and 2 pieces of redstone. And I know it's 2 flint. And then what else was there? 2 pieces of copper. And then we're going to need 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we actually get our glass here, and then it was 2 pieces of copper. And that's enough glass for right this moment. So let's go ahead and make our machine frame. And we should be able to put everything together to make our pulverizer. Perfect. Now, we do need to power the pulverizer. So we're going to need some kind of dynamo. And the easiest one to make, and probably the only one we're going to be able to use at this point, is the steam dynamo. So we're going to need quite a bit of copper. And a little bit of silver. So let's grab tin, silver. So redstone transmission coil, and we're going to need 2 of these gears. So we're going to be using quite a bit of our copper, and I believe the gears are, yeah, like that. I probably could have made ones out of stone, but it's okay. With stone, you know, you make a stone gear and then you put copper around it. So it just saves 2 pieces of iron, but this is quicker. So let's see. So we have the 2 gears. We just need a piece of redstone and 3 copper. Let's see if we can put this together. Steam dynamo. Now for right now, because I really don't have any other place to put it, let's go ahead and put it right here. And I'll go ahead and clear this out, and I'll accept items from the igneous extruder. And then we'll output them this side. Actually, no. Let's output them to the top. And we'll put our dynamo right here on this side. So we don't need any more glass. We're going to need a little bit in the way of charcoal. And I'm going to need my bucket. And I'll just put my glass in here. So let's go ahead and throw the charcoal in here. And for right now, we just have to fill it up manually. And a little bit more. Oh, looks like it's not going to take it because it doesn't need a full bucket yet. And it'll go ahead and start filling this up. Let's grab a little bit more in the way of wood. and I want to make just a chest to go right on top. And so now what I can do, instead of telling this to output on this side, I want it to output into my pulverizer. Because we have plenty of cobble right here, right now. And just to help it out, we're going to throw a little bit in there. Now, it is going to build up a little bit here in the igneous extruder, but that's okay. And what it'll give us is mostly it'll give us gravel. Every now and then we'll get a piece of sand. But this saves us one step of having to use our hammer to get gravel, and every now and then we'll get sand and we can turn that into glass. Now what we can also do is take this out of here. Let's go ahead and tell you to go ahead and go back to that side. Go ahead and put it back in the chest. So what we can also do is, well, we'll let this finish. Grab a little bit more gravel. We can take this gravel, throw it right back in the pulverizer, and now get more sand. And it'll have a slight chance of giving us dust. So, whether I want gravel, sand, or dust, I can get it all with the pulverizer. Bye-bye hammer. Now let me see if I can finish this off. Let's go ahead and get some more stone bricks. And just because, let's see, I have 2 pieces of charcoal in here. Let's go ahead and throw, I'm going to need 5 more just to get that, because I need some more charcoal anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and finish building out this little area here, and definitely make sure to light it up because mobs will spawn here. And if you forget to light up any place in your Skyblocks, mobs will spawn very quickly. So it's not something that I really want to, to leave dark. I just want to make sure to get the walls on here first. So I'm going to go ahead and probably have to cook up a little bit more in the way of stone. And get this set up, and then I'll be right back. So there we go. How does that look? It's a nice little space for me to put machines and work in. So I also move my furnaces over here. So let's go ahead and just split these up. And I'm gonna need more charcoal. So that'll go ahead and get 4 furnaces going, all making charcoal. And it's because I need the charcoal to run the furnaces, but I also need the charcoal to run my steam dynamo, and it uses a decent amount. So actually, let's go ahead and just throw some more cobble in here, and it'll use up this little bit of power that it has left. And you can see here I'm getting some dust, some sand, and some gravel. So it'll make getting more items even easier. Now, there's one other thing that I'd like to see if I can make, and that's the autonomous activator. So I should be able to make this fairly easy. We're going to need a pneumatic servo. Hopefully I have enough redstone for it. We're going to need another piston, so I'm going to need 3 more planks. Let's go ahead and just use birch. Of course, I need more cobblestone too. And just because, I'm going to throw some cobblestone in here, and I might as well grab a little bit of this oak and throw that in there as well. Just so I have it when I need to make things like pistons. One more piece of iron and another piece of redstone. And 2 pieces of tin and a chest. See, this is why I needed wood over here. So a chest, and then 2 pieces of tin. And I believe that, yeah, autonomous activator. Now what I can do with this guy is, let's go ahead and pick up our sieve here. And I want to move it somewhere where I don't have to worry about items falling. So let's put it right here. And we'll take our autonomous activator and go ahead and face him right to the sieve. And what I can do now is go ahead and throw some gravel right in here. And I'm going to tell it, use first slot only. And he'll go ahead, and it's slow, but he'll go ahead and he'll throw the gravel in here and continuously click on it. Now if I back away, you can see there the items actually just pop out. So I'm going to either have to stand here or maybe find a way to take care of that. Unfortunately, I do think that's going to be the end of this episode. So we at least have a way to get the gravel automatically. And now I have a way to click the gravel in the sieve automatically. We also have a nice little machine room, or you know what, this will probably be my ore processing factory. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys later.